Attention, all stations. Clock on the wall says 1900 hours. It's time to open up the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. I think I'll be your net controller for tonight. My name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie, and we'll start by taking time-sensitive and mobile stations. Anyone checking in, please come forward. Okay, one more try for time-sensitive or mobile stations checking into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come forward. All right, nothing heard, so I'll just open up the net to anybody, anywhere, as long as you're a licensed, proficient amateur radio operator. Please come forward to Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
VE3 GNP.
Oh.
VE3 GNP.
Okay, Garnet, I got you, and you doubled with somebody, and I think it was Paul, but doubling station, try it again.
VA3FGT. V3BMO.
Wow, you doubled with two people. Okay, so we got Grandpa Greg and Pierre. So we'll start with Garnet, top of the list. How you doing tonight? And what's new on a Saturday evening?
I stayed home all day. I was on the couch out there with my foot up. Nice Saturday evening. What was it like out? Nice? The weather was nice?
Well, I'll tell you, it's so nice that I've got the air conditioner turned off and I got all the windows open, and it's certainly a relief. But yeah, it was nice out today. I went out to an area where my buddy's got his boat stored, and we fired up his inboard engine and flushed out the carburetor, did some stuff like that. Came back home and got myself a nice cold beverage in time for the net. So you've been on the couch and foot up. So when you're lazing about, do you take the boot off, or do you just leave the boot there so it has the pressure on the foot and takes the pressure off the tendons and stuff?
Yeah, I leave the boot on. I take the boot off to go to bed at nighttime, but during the day I just leave it on all day long.
Roger that. So you just need a second boot and then some apparatus for each hand, and pretty soon you're going to be Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly.
Or a replica of Steve Majors. We can rebuild you and make you better.
There you go.
Okay, Garnet, you coming in with loud and proud with that plus, S9 signal. And let's take a quick trip to Simcoe and say hello to Greg. FGT, a little status update. Where's the kids now? Are they still in PEI, or have they made it any further?
Yeah, they're still in PEI, but I do believe they're heading towards Newfoundland. We'll soon find out, later on or something like that. But I know they went to see a big lobster and a bunch of other stuff they sent pictures of. Other than that, not much else to add. Just a number for your pot there. And we'll let it go back to you, and you can carry on, VA3FGT.
Okay, another number for the pot, and your number is 2. Your number 2 check-in and your 2 S units to my station on direct. So conditions, not that bad at all. Obviously, you must be receiving the repeater with a good signal as well, Roger.
Yeah, we got full scale on the repeater tonight. No vary in there. No noise in the background from you. Fairly good. I do believe it was an S2 to S3 on reverse.
All right. Yeah, very good. We'll see how things come in from the north. Thanks for that, Greg. Appreciate you checking in with us. Let's move over and say hello to the big mouth operator. Pierre, come on in.
Good day, sir. Good day, Greg and Garnett and everybody else on that. Yeah, just another beat for the pot there, big guy. Got it key up. Haven't keyed up in a while.
Yeah, you got to go back to work on Monday, or you got a few more days off?
Oh no, I only had one day off. That was Friday. But nope, steady working. Worked again today, work again tomorrow, and all week again.
Saturday and Sunday. Good gracious. Yeah. Well, when do you get your weekend? You said you had Friday off, but are you doing like a six day week or something?
Yeah, the boss is having a hard time finding employees, just like other companies, and yeah, and nobody else wants to do any work. So I'll take all the money while it's there. And I'm sure at some point in time it'll die back down.
Yeah, strange that. I was talking to a buddy of mine today about homeless people and people that are begging on the street corners at the stoplights and all the rest of that stuff, and people complaining that they can't find work. Well, I don't know a company right now that isn't looking for new employees. So pretty much, if you got a heartbeat and are still breathing, you're going to be able to find a job.
Yeah, that should not be an issue at the moment, that's for sure. Yeah, it's, I don't know, I travel a little bit around the area, and I tell you, this city's looking pretty good compared to some of them.
Roger that, yep, and hopefully it is on its way back to recovery. I think a lot of our citizens just got too well educated on how to stay at home and not do anything when the government was handing out CERB and all the rest of that stuff. And then now it's time to pick up your game and go back to work. Start being an active member of society and all the rest of that good stuff. Anyways, Pierre, you're an S9 to me tonight. Nice, loud, proud. Can't complain whatsoever.
Yeah, you're pretty loud. Everybody's pretty strong tonight, actually. Greg's coming in a repeater pretty good from out there in Simcoe. I haven't heard the signal that strong from there for a while. Last time I think I was chatting with him, it was kind of in and out. It's holding pretty strong today. But that's all I got tonight for the net. I'm just going to listen along here. Thanks for doing the net.
Okay, Pierre. Thanks for your check-in. Always good to hear from you. Let's see if there's anybody else out there waiting on the wings to check in with the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come forward.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu.
VA3HWD.
Okay, 2 additional stations heard from. Chuck and Dave. That sounds like a burger joint. Anyways, we'll start with Chuck. Dave, stand by.
Good evening, Mac and everyone else on frequency. Chuck here, VA3CJZ. Just to let you know, we are streaming the net live on YouTube, and RPAD is checking in this evening, saying we're coming in loud and clear up at Cottage Country. I'm still jealous, RPAD, by the way. I hope you're having a great time. Mac, not too much else going on over here today. I did get a message on my phone about a pretty serious solar storm activity happening, and I noticed a radio blackout on HF around 10 to 5 this evening. There was one at around noon that I missed, but yeah, all the bands went dead. It was pretty neat, since I knew there was a big solar storm there. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody else noticed the radio blackout, but we sure did. Anyways, if you guys want to listen to the YouTube stream, just put in my call sign VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box and look for us live there, or under the title Lake Ontario West Radio Club Net with today's date. Mac, that's it for me for now. We're going to try and get a couple of POTAs maybe this evening if conditions are good. And we'll send it back to you for the moment.
Very good, Chuck. Yeah, before the net, I actually made, I think, 5 contacts for POTA. 4 on 40 meters and 1 on 20. So, yep. I haven't noticed any band blackouts, but obviously I haven't been on the radio all afternoon. Been doing some other chores. Anyways, got you with an S5 tonight. Respectable. And thank you very much for streaming the net. Appreciate you giving everybody else the opportunity to see what we're doing. Anyways, thanks for that. And let's move on and say hi to Dave. It's been a couple of days since we've talked to you. Good evening. Come on in.
Yeah, I was away on holiday for a couple of weeks, and I'm back now. All's quiet here, and just resting up from my holiday.
Okay, we all want to know where you went.
A little town called Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. Me and 8,000 friends.
Well, that almost sounds like a motorbike event.
No, it's a historical reenactment, and we meet there every year, except for the past 2 years. And this year there were 8,000 people. Usually on a good year there's 12,000.
That is totally cool, Dave. Awesome. So you went down there, and did you play the part of the British or the Americans?
We go before that. We don't use black powder or anything. We're before black powder, so we're using swords and other implements of war. But they don't use live steel. They use 1.5 inch rattan. So when they hit you, you feel it, but you don't lose a lip.
Well, I'm glad you came back with all 4 of them then. Okay, so this was an early reenactment. Okay, very good. That's really cool. Absolutely. I know I used to work with a guy that used to go down to Pennsylvania for some. They must have a lot of different things that they have specialty arrangements for, because he would go down for, believe it or not, a accordion polka display. It was like everybody would come from all over North America for doing accordion polka stuff, and yeah, he was there every year. But war reenactments, excellent. Yes, so you got whacked with a stick, you felt it, but you came back alive. All right, you do that every year. You missed a couple of, and anything else now that you're back in town, or are you back to work come Monday?
Oh, I've been retired for a long time. Due to injuries, I don't work at all.
Okay, so you got back in town, and you're now back full-time with your ongoing stuff. Okay, excellent. Anyways, Dave, I got you with an S3 tonight, and you're doing a super job in through the repeater. Glad to hear from you, and thanks for sharing your experience with the reenactment down there in Pennsylvania. And let's move on and say hey ho to Arpad up in cottage country, because you're in the log. 7-3s, my friend, and thanks for not taking me with you. No, wait a minute. Why didn't you take me with you? Oh, something like that. Anyways, let's see if we can add a couple more call signs to our log tonight. This is Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey, and we're looking for further check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come forward.
Victor Echo 3 Alpha Hotel Oscar.
I believe that's Alpha Hotel Oscar. The last syllable yeah, AHO. Is that a Roger?
Yeah, QSL Mac.
Okay, good to hear from you tonight. And what's on your agenda for a beautiful Saturday afternoon?
Well, first time checking into the net. Good to hear folks on. Sitting back at my trailer at the Olympia Village RV Park just north of Hamilton. Thought I'd check in. I sadly tested positive for COVID this morning, so I am isolating here all by myself, avoiding my wife and the rest of friends and family, but brought along my HT and scanning around, found you guys on the band, so thought I would check in.
Well, I guess that's positive, negative, positive. So glad you're enjoying some time in the great outdoors. Sucks that you've got the virus, but on the positive side, you've had a chance to check in with us guys in Hamilton. We used the ZOE repeater from Friday to Sunday, and then on Monday through Thursday, we use a simplex frequency of 446.125. So I'm not sure how long you're going to be in town, but you can look us up every Sunday or every 7 o'clock evening on those frequencies. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. I will certainly hang around. Brought up, I got an IC7000 and a Buddy Pole Deluxe up here, but can't get the SWR low enough. I'm regretting I didn't bring my tuner with me, so it's to swing back home, grab that, and get something set up here.
Okay, well, I trust you get over the virus successfully. We'll look forward to hearing from you tomorrow night, and hopefully your family stays healthy and avoid you like the plague that it is. Anyways, all the best to you. What part of the province are you from?
I actually live in Oakville, so not...
Okay, roger that. Okay, so yeah, we'll also look forward to you checking in with us from time to time from Oakville. Even better. All right, thank you very much. Anything further for the net? Oh, by the way, from your current location with your HT, I've got you on direct with an S4.
Oh, not so bad. Yeah, it's pretty, this is literally the only repeater I can make it into with the little high gain rubber duck I've got on my ID51. So appreciate the communications and I'll be listening. 7:30.
Okay, roger that. I'm sure there's some 2-meter repeaters that you'd be able to reach. I think there's one at 442.55 or something like that. I forget. That one's sponsored by the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. So yeah, there are some other 2-meter repeaters that would probably get you'd be able to get to from there. But if you have an app on your phone called repeaterbook.com, you're going to be able to search around and see what repeaters are in the local area. Okay, let's give another call out, see if there's a couple more stations to check in to tonight's Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Please come forward.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India.
Okay, that's 2 key ups and 1 call sign. So let's go with the world famous remember that, but yes, never duplicated. That's it. LBI, go ahead.
Never replicated, never duplicated.
That's the one.
I thought you were staying home all day because you had to do homework. And here you were out messing around with a boat.
Yeah, I'm procrastinating. Yeah, I was going to get up bright and early and bang away at my computer hard and long, and my buddy was going to come up and get me at 11 o'clock, help him run his boat, and then come back home and do the rest of that stuff. So I know what I'm doing bright and early tomorrow morning.
Well, we'll see. All right. Anyways, just kidding with you back. All right. Yep, nothing really to report. Nice day. Did some cleanup around the house. Helped the wife a little bit. Side door, good old Hamilton pollution needed to be cleaned off, so we got that all straightened away.
Roger that. Yeah. And there's only so much time to do outdoor stuff. I hate to say it, but the next season is looming in front of us. I don't know if you heard, but I convinced my wife that we'd turn off the air conditioning and open up the windows today. So we're actually enjoying some fresh air in the house, and it's nice not to hear that thing rattling outside of the side of the house and drawing hydro. Anyways, I got you with an S6 on direct. You're coming from the garage again, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Sitting out in the garage right now. Yep. Yeah. I never know what spins faster, the actual fan on top of the air conditioner or the meter.
Okay. And you're dating yourself again, because I too remember the meters that had the little choo-choo track that went round and round and round and round. And the new digital meters don't spin. They just go beep, 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 pay me money. Anyways, yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Yep, and the best part about the old ones was you could actually put them in reversed and they would actually go backwards.
And of course, you've already heard the stories about people that would take a little tiny gun drill and drill a tiny hole in through the glass and put a little piece of wire in through it that would drag on that wheel and slow it down and reduce the amount of energy you got charged for.
Yep, and the other thing is, the same thing as your gas meter. After a certain period of time, they come and change your gas meter because they slow down. So after a few years, they say, we have to change your gas meter. Well, why? Well, it's old. Well, oh, okay. Well, why are you changing it? Well, they actually slow down.
It sounds like there's a market for old gas meters and another market for old hydrometers. Anyways, somebody's still having some trouble with their microphone. I'm not sure whether to ignore that or just reach out to them yeah, I'm going to ignore it. Anyways, Larry got you with an S6, so that's good from it coming from the garage. Let's go ahead and give another call out and see if there's somebody with a call sign that wants to check in with us tonight. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Any new check-ins, please come forward.
Juliet.
Okay, Juliet, I got that part. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. Had to put a buddy of mine back in the hospital there a couple days ago, kidneys. And now I got a room that got out and redo and paint and get it ready for him to come home. So I don't know how long he's going to be in there for.
Well, Rick, it's amazing the trials and tribulations you've gone through in the last few months. It's just amazing. Anyways, you're a good, upstanding guy, and thanks for looking out for your friends and neighbors.
Actually got my ear off. Got the windows open. For the past, past 3 days now. Just enjoying the fresh air instead of the rattling of the windows. You know what I mean? And the hydro bill may go down a bit.
Roger that. Yeah, obviously you heard me. I just managed to get the windows cracked open today and turn the air off. The warm weather really bothers my wife, so she has developed some problems, so we have to be very careful with her. Anyways, how long is your buddy going to be in the hospital this time?
Put him in, what's today? What, Saturday? Thursday we put him in by ambulance. The last time he was in for 3 weeks. But the kidney is definitely shutting down. He's got a, what do you call that thing on him? I can't even think of the name of it. I know there is, I just can't think of the name of it now. But anyhow, I think he might have to go on dialysis. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to make some calls and see if that could be arranged, that they can come to the house for that, or do I have to take him up to Gurabinsky or whatever?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I knew a lady that had kidney issues, and she would have to go in every second day for dialysis, and eventually they set her up with a station at home. But I trust he's healthy enough that he's on the list for kidney replacement.
On that route yet. We're gonna have to, I think, eventually. Like his daughter is actually a nurse, and she fills me in a lot of stuff, eh? So it's good to have that, and good to know the upkeep of the updates and all that stuff. But it's a shame. But he was a really, really heavy drinker back in the days, eh? Like, I mean, really bad. So that's probably what caused it, I would think.
Well, there you go. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Okay, Rick, all the best to you and your friends. Anything else for the net?
She's doing great. She's on her own now. Well, not on her own. She still is with Mummy, but she's coming along really good. Going back to school. Still got to do therapy though. But the insurance company's paying for the cab ride back and forth, Ancaster and back. It's like $80 a shot. So she got luck there with the insurance. And we don't know what day the court date is for this woman that hit her. But we'll keep you informed.
Well, certainly glad to hear that the young lady is recovering well, and obviously therapy will take its time, and hopefully the court systems level out the appropriate punishment for the incident. Okay, Rick, I'll bid you 73s, and if you don't mind, we'll just see if there's any more check-ins.
Echo 3, Alpha, Julius Foxtrot.
Victor Alpha 3, X-ray, Lima Juliet.
Okay, there's two more heard from. We've got Amnon and Vanya, so we'll start with Amnon. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mac, and all that. CCAJF Amnon. That is Milwaukee near North York. Yeah, full copy on you on the rep today. Just about an S1, tough copy, but readable. And you were talking about gas meters slowing them down. It happened to me once. After the winter, I get a bill for the gas was $0. I was wondering what was going on, but they caught on. They came over and decided the meter just seized up. So what they did is they did an estimate. And I think the estimate was higher than what I would have paid. So it's not a good idea to slow the meter down. Let me just drop it. Let me know if you receive me okay.
Yeah, I guess the estimate could be a little heavier than what the actual usage is, for sure. Yeah, and it wasn't a gas meter that I'd heard people using a little piece of wire to slow the disc down, but it was the hydrometer. Anyways, unique situation tonight. I did check you on reverse. I can hear some stuff going on there, but there's no movement on the meter. And I'm going to say this is the first time I've ever not been able to hear your voice. So you probably have the low-flying, either it's a low-flying signal or the really high-flying signal where you're making it to the repeater, but not to me. I would wonder if they've actually completed some construction and put up that monolith between our stations. Not sure what we're going to have to do about that.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out once the time comes. Anyway, enough about you're talking about the kidney and the dialysis. There's a co-worker who was also, he actually had a portable unit with him. He brought it to bring it to work. And he was in line for a kidney transplant. And we had a radio, actually had a calibration lab in it that was inside a Faraday cage. He was carrying a beeper. And while he was in the cage, the beeper, he had a TV ready, and he didn't get the Faraday cage to make the kid. But eventually he got another one.
Yeah, wouldn't that be horrible? Something that's protecting you is actually protecting you from getting a notification of a life-saving event. Yeah, that's horrible. Anyways, I guess there's a reminder for everybody, if you haven't done so already, do check the box on your license renewal for organ donation, because there's people out there that can use what you don't have any need for anymore. Anyways, Emlan, I'll thank you for your check-in. I'm going to mark you down with a little bit of a stroke for your signal report, but good to hear from you nonetheless.
Okay, Max, we'll get...
Okay, roger that. Let's move over and say hello to Vanya today. Tell us what you blew up.
Oh, I didn't do much damage now. Trying to recuperate in between and the heat. Well, the first day, actually, that I slept longer than 4 hours, and I slept all night, and went did some grocery shopping, went to Costco, and kind of went again for the small nap, and it was good. I mean, I'm not gonna just get my daily dose of sugar fix with my double. I should be able to function somewhat okay tomorrow. So I guess it's the highlight of my last 2 weeks, I guess.
Okay, roger that. So what was it you came down with?
I did have something which closely resembled pneumonia, so I keep testing myself, and it keeps coming negative, so it's so cold or something like that. But it's working fine now, it's gone almost.
Okay, well, that's dangerous. Anyways, pneumonia at any time is not something you want to fool around with. My wife has just received news that her aunt finally was discharged from the hospital and sent back home as late as this past Thursday. She had been admitted to the hospital with a fairly severe case of pneumonia. She was somewhat delirious and other problems. Anyways, I've got you on direct with an S3 tonight, Vanya, and a little QR something or other that's going on in the background, but nonetheless, I'm hearing every word you say. Remember, we're going to be watching you. Anything further for the net?
No, I'm sorry to hear that your wife, she has to check in a hospital, so that's not a good thing, but I think there's something going around, and the quite a few people is complaining about the same thing and the very similar symptoms, so whatever it is, I don't know whatever it is, but it seems to be hopefully going away, so that's the one thing, and yeah, my wife, she's still, how you say this, struggling with her own issues, but hopefully that thing is going to come to an end, because it seems like every time that she goes to see a doctor and do the ultrasound, whatever she has, it is growing like a centimeter or two in the side, and no one seems to have any urgency to do much about it, but it is what it is, at least for now, so yeah, that will be all for me, Mark. I'm gonna sit quiet for the duration of the net, and if I have any questions, I'll jump in. How that sounds?
That sounds wonderful, Vanya. All the best to you and your family, and I trust your wife is working through those issues. Actually, it wasn't my wife that when it was hospitalized. It was her aunt. So not that it's any better because it was somebody else, but yeah, her aunt's down in Windsor, and yeah, we learned last weekend that she had been taken into emerge, and they immediately admitted her. So good that they got her on oxygen and antibiotics and got her set straight. So as of Thursday, she's back home. Anyways, thank you for that, and a good group of check-ins so far. Let's see if we got anybody else to check in with the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Please come forward with your call sign.
VA3NFG.
VA3TGL.
Two additional stations heard from Steve and Uwe. So we'll start off with Steve. Work day or not? Are you lazy or are you tired?
No work day. Weekend off. Am I tired? No. Borderline lazy. No comments there, PDL, as he's sitting there quietly laughing. Cut the grass today. What else did I do? I think that was it. I didn't do too much. I had some other stuff I was going to do, but I didn't get around to it. Probably because I know I have tomorrow off, and, you know, when you got time to do it the next day, you always say, I'll do it tomorrow. But then that time never comes. So, hence, King Procrastinator here. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for doing the net there, Mac, and I'll let you get on to TGL. VA3NFG.
Okay, Steve. So yes, borderline lazy, maybe a little over the border. Anyways, you got the grass cut. That's good enough. All right, and I've got you with an S9 on direct, loud and proud. And let's say hi to Uwe, TGL. I guess you're running a net later on tonight, Roger?
Everything there, everybody on net. V3TGL here. Yeah, I'm doing the net at 8 o'clock there for the Toronto ACS group. And borderline lazy here too, man. Oh God, you hit that nail right on the head. I got so many stuff I got to do from even years ago. I don't even remember what they are anymore. So there you go. And so join the club. Anyways, not much else to report there. Just came in from the dog walk. I'm not too lazy to take the dog out.
and that's pretty good anyways. It makes him happy. It makes him happy. It's like the wife that makes me happy. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, and you can go catch some more stragglers.
Okay, Uwe. Which one of the simplex frequencies is the net on tonight? 146405 or 14754? Or do I have those mixed up?
Yeah, I got those two mixed up. It's 146540, just 20 up from 52. And I don't know why they picked that channel, but that's what they did. I just started off the net filling in for Robert, and now looks like I'm doing it all the time. and I think I want somebody to do it on Thursday and Friday too. And oh my God, once a week's enough, man. That's plenty for me. V3 TGL.
Yeah, there's a commitment that goes along with being a net controller. So, yeah, you pick it up and somehow it becomes yours. But you do a really good job at talking to everybody on every Saturday evening. So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Anyways, yeah, like you say, let's see if there's anybody else out there that's ready to check in for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Maybe there is a couple of stragglers waiting in the wings.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo uniform.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Charlie Sierra.
Okay, that's two more heard from Thomas and DCS, Dave. I think that's Dave. I always get Dave, Vern, and somebody else mixed up. Anyways, let's start with Thomas because I know I got his name right. Go ahead.
VA3IMW, VE3CU. Good evening, Mac, and everybody else on the net there, and also good evening to RPAD that's listening there. Yeah, beautiful day today, and yeah, just did minor things around the house today. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the radio there. I'm surprised that the battery's still holding there. It's been at least a week or more before I turned it on. Yeah, just a quick hello and a check-in.
Very good. You're coming in across the lake with a nice, well, let's say a delectable S4 signal to my location. I know you do usually a little better to RPAD's location, but you have to send those electrons up the hill to my station. But loud and clear. Back to work on Monday?
Yeah, back to work on Monday. We just did the sign up, and again, I'm back on nights for the next couple more months. Just kind of some of the shifts that they have are what I want. So, but anyway, yeah, we'll just do our best and just try to keep the dust off the radios. Other than that, Mac, nothing else from this end. We'll pass it back to you and have yourself a good evening. The E3CEU.
Okay, Thomas. Well, gotta say, it sounds like somebody's taking advantage of the shift premium, but it's all good. Enjoy, and make sure that you make good use of the daytime hours that are allotted to you. Sub threes. Okay, let's go over to Dave. I think it's Dave. DCS, go ahead.
Well, you got that one right. Good evening there, Mac. Everybody on frequency. Yeah, a little bit of a busy day today. Got the grass cut and trimmed. A little bit of sorting out in the garage. Got the dogs out for a walk. Then got a call from my mother. Had to go fix her washing machine as it had flooded onto the basement floor. Oh joy.
All right. Well, every time you go to your family and rescue them from some kind of disaster, there's an extra amenity that gets added to your castle on the hill. So your rewards will be great.
Oh, I know they will be. Yep. Yeah, I got her fixed up all. Well, I had to go out to Canadian Tire, get some hose to replace a piece that was inside the machine. Well, underneath the machine. Had to rip the front off to get to it, but it's all good now.
Yeah, and it'll keep running for another 20 years. On the other hand, you could have just gone out and got her a piece of corrugated steel, built a wooden frame around it, and said, here's your new washing machine / washboard, Roger.
Well, that's still in the basement. That's beside the washing machine she's had for 40 years.
Oh, there you go. There you go. They're always a backup. Actually, one of my relatives down on the East Coast, they actually had a washboard that was made out of pebbled glass. That was the high-end washboard back in the day. An oak frame and pebbled glass. And I guess she had the most luxurious laundry back in those days. That was my great aunt down in New Brunswick. Anyways, you're coming in with your usual 20 over S9, and can't complain about that whatsoever. Anything else for the net tonight?
No, nothing else. I think I'm going to go and get some cushions out for a chair in the backyard and maybe get a cold beverage and go sit out there.
Well, there you go. If bylaws allow, this would be a good night to have a small bonfire.
Well, yeah, we all know that bylaws don't allow anything like that within the city limits.
You can have a propane fireplace. Once you enjoy what you enjoy and don't get caught, then have at her. Okay, Dave, thanks for checking in with us tonight. Great, got a great list of combatants here. Let's see if there's a couple more before we shut her down tonight. This is the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. My name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie, and we're operating on the ZOE repeater 443.075, and we're looking for further chickens. V3, who do I want to be? KKP.
Yeah, and me too.
VA3, DBJ.
VA3 NCA.
Okay, we got 4. I laughed too hard to write down. Anyways, I got KKP and Me Too, ME-2. I'm not sure what zone that's from. NCA, I think you were the tail, and there was another station. And because I was laughing at ME2, I'll pick up your call sign shortly. But Kevin, I'm glad you're IMU.
Roger, I'm here. How about that? What was I going to say now? Yeah, you can have a propane fire pit now. They are legal. Actually, somebody on Facebook in one of the community groups, I think it was the West Mountain Community Group, has had the fire department called 3 times, and they can't do a thing about it because it's propane fire pit. So it's all under control, and the poor neighbors couldn't watch the fire go out. My number 2 thing was, how'd you make out with the truck anyway? You took it to the dealership.
Well, I thought I was going to drive it to the dealership. I got partway there and had to call a tow truck. So the tow truck was $105, and that made up a very small portion of the $1,200 bill that I ended up paying at the end of the day. So there was a bad blower fan module and a damaged connector. And they said, completely unrelated, your run start relay was damaged and was only partially engaged, which sent inadequate voltage to all the computer systems that were trying to talk to each other. So since it all happened at the same time, I'm thinking the blower fan module damaged the relay, which sent wrong voltage to the computers, and they spent half of the overall total just on troubleshooting, and the remaining repair was the additional 25%, and parts was 25%. So all in all, $1,200 well spent.
Yeah, all in all, your wheels are rolling again. The wheels on the bus go round and round. There you go. Yeah, sorry to hear about the tow truck, but you know, if you weren't so cheap, you would have got a CAA membership. Oh!
You know, you're absolutely right there. Because if I had the CAA membership, it would have paid for 2 times over the tow truck trip. So yeah, that's a lesson. That is definitely a lesson, and I'm considering it. But yeah, for a couple of years under my belt, that's really the first thing that I've been really kind of unhappy with. But nonetheless, it's back in full operation and no problems.
Oh, that's good to hear anyway. All right, I'll let you turn it over to ME2.
Okay, well, let's see. Kevin, you're giving me a plus 15 over, doing a super job. So, VE3ME2, are you still there?
Yes, sir. I figured you'd recognize my marvelous call sign and throw me in. So, yeah, just throwing a bean in the pot there, Mac. I heard you were doing the net tonight, so had to make sure I jumped in and said hello.
Where did you hear that I was doing the net?
On the net. How's it going, Kim? Anyways, V3PDO.
He thought he made the 6 o'clock news.
Well, I just wondered if somebody had a premonition or something along those lines, because I listened hard and long, and 6:45 rolled by, and there was nobody making an announcement. And when 6:55 was up on the clock, I thought, there's no RPAD, there's no Gary, so I guess it's me. Anyways, thanks for being with us, Paul. And let's see who the other guy was that I didn't catch his call sign because I was in a belly roll. Check in before NCA. Come back with your call sign one more time, please.
VA3 DVG.
Okay, Delta Victor Golf. Roger.
Roger, sir.
Okay, we spoke yesterday evening, and glad you're back to play with us again.
Yes, likewise, and apologize for my absence afterwards to me just before, and I had to attend to him, so apologies there, Mac.
Oh, not to worry, not to worry. If I remember correctly, you were out in Stony Creek or somewhere further and you were talking about the Peach Festival.
That's right, yes, I'm there again today. It's just crazy today. Friday wasn't too bad, but Saturday it's insane. The roads are congested, and there's thousands of people out here enjoying the Peach Festival.
Very good. And I'm able to hear you very much better tonight, because the QRM that was hampering our communications is, I think they're quietly listening. They're waiting for the strategic moment to jump on and cause disruption. But anyways, your handheld is doing a good job coming in here with an S3, and you're super clear through the repeater. So is there like music and all kinds of good times going on down there in the Beach Festival region.
Oh yeah, I can't believe you guys can't hear anything through the microphone here, but they're a Pearl Jam right now, and it's just doing great, fantastic. Free, it's free for starters, but at least I can sit at my house here and enjoy the music.
That's even better. Even better. Close to home, close to the fridge. All right. So thanks for checking in with us tonight, and we'll look forward to hearing you again tomorrow night if you're available. Unless you have anything else from the net, we'll carry on with our last check-in.
Nope, that's about it, Mac. Thanks a lot. This is VA3 TVG. Have a great night.
Thank you very much. And thanks for waiting, Wade. Waiting in the wings. There you go. How's your mileage log, and how many million miles do you have to bike tomorrow?
Wade waiting in the wings. Is that what it is? Yeah, I got out for 115 kilometers today with the guy who runs the Hamilton chapter of the August Great Ride for sick kids. And so, yeah, we had a nice couple trips around the bay. I first headed out to Ancaster ahead of time because I have a few more kilometers to get done than Matt does. And so I headed out towards Ancaster, met up with him at Dundurn, and we went around the bay a couple times and stopped at Easterbrooks for a hot dog in the middle. So it was a good day, and I got to 115 today. Brings me up to 1,385 for the month, and so I have 115 to go. And tomorrow I'm meeting up with a group who's with the Rotary Club who are planning a fundraising ride in September, and so tomorrow they're testing the 100K route, and so I'm going to ride with them to test that route out, and that'll wrap me up for the month and hit the 1,500 goal is the plan. So successful weekend so far, and wrap it up tomorrow, I hope. So back to you, Mac, VA3NCA.
Well, that's very good, and glad you had good weather for it as well. Things are cooling down a little bit, so not quite the stress on the muscles and hydration. Anyways, yes, it's what was it? There was something smart I was going to say. Must not have been very important. Anyways, no, there was something I was going to mention. All right. Well, I'll remember later, and or maybe not. Okay. Anything further for the net?
Well, I was going to mention, and it could be because I haven't been to many of the weekday nets. I was going to mention, and because I noticed a bunch of people local have already showed up, but for those who missed it or haven't shown up yet, Discord invite did go out for POTA Discord, and we have the dubious or the honor, I'm not sure which, of being recognized on the DX North America channel of the POTA Discord, as sure are a lot of Canadians in here, somebody said today, which was pretty nice to hear, so we're well represented. I'm not sure, maybe this is old news, but if it's not, let me know and I can post the invite to our Facebook, AREG, for those who missed it or are still interested or whatever. Back to you.
Okay, and I'm going to say that it would be a good idea to repost it, because I, for one, missed it, for sure. And I think that's a group that I want to get involved with. So if you wouldn't mind reposting that, so that I can click and sign up myself.
Roger, will do. I saw that the KKP was in there. Kevin of IMU. Is it KKP or KPP? I don't recall. But anyways, Kevin, nonetheless, I saw he showed up there already, and the other locals. are escaping me right now, but I remember seeing a bunch of calls that I recognized come through. So I will post that later tonight in the AREG Facebook channel. And with that, I'll send it back to you, VA3NCA for ID.
Okay, very good. And now I remember what I was going to ask. Was it the original Easterbrooks that you went to for your hot dog across from the RBG, or the new location down on New Street?
It is the original, across from the RBG. So our Around the Bay route that we take goes up York Street, past the RBG, and wends its way through Burlington until the West Bridge, and comes back across the waterfront, and then works its way back around through Gage Park. So that's our usual Around the Bay 36K route, and we did that twice. And in between those two times, we stopped for lunch. So successful trip.
Excellent. And I guess I got to say that out of all the places in Burlington, that little hot dog place is one of my favorite destinations. Okay, Wade. With that, I see 2000 hours. It's actually 2001, but we're getting to the point where we should be able to shut this down. Let's give a last call out for any last minute check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Last call.
VE3GMP.
Okay, I'm good with that. Garnet is the first and the last. What do you got to wrap up there, mister?
Words of wisdom, don't find the sidewalk.
Okay, roger that. And a little wax on your antenna. You've gone up to an S15.
That sounds good. Thanks, Mac. I got you an S10.
All right, very good. So thanks again for the double check-in. And just a quick last call for any remaining stations. Okay, nothing heard. So lots of check-ins. I think it's 22 or something like that tonight. So thank you all for participating, and we'll be looking for most of you guys to check back in with us tomorrow night. If you all have the opportunity to check in with Ube, he's on the Simplex frequency for the ACS net, which started 3 minutes ago. So with that as well, we'll turn this frequency and this repeater back to normal amateur use. Thank you very much to Terry, VE3IQL, for letting us use his repeater. Equipment's running flawlessly. And thank you all, one and all, for checking in with us tonight. Excellent to spend time with you. This is Victor, Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, QRT. Actually, QSY, 146405, or no, 14654. That's it. 14654. 7 3s.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. This is VA3CJZ Chuck saying good night.